Ladies and gentlemen, hello, it's Garth Spears here. This is part 5C. We're continuing with how charisma depends on intention, which is the row down at the bottom there. And this box, intentional awareness, is the information that we get that comes to us from the intention of others. Well, awareness at this level is called intuition. We intuitively know things without really knowing how we know them. And there are a couple of things that I'd like to talk about here. One is impact, and the next one is authentic. The trouble with impact is that we think that we know the other person's intention from the impact that they have on us. But as I've said in many other videos, people never see anyone's intention, not directly. They only experience its impact, which depends on what they make it mean. So, for example, if you're on holiday, you hate the rain. If you're in a drought, you love the rain. So it depends on what you make it mean. Gene Kelly was singing in the rain. So if someone feels confused or angry or hurt by something that we do or say, even though our intention is positive, then who is right? Well, they are right because they are the ones who tell us what it means. The customer's always right, yeah? It's like playing charades. And there you are, you're trying to convey the topic, you're acting your heart out, but you're not getting the point across. You're not getting it across at all. People are still confused. Well, you can't blame your team because the meaning of our communication is determined by its impact on others and not on our intention. And if they make it mean something different from our intention, well, we need to be aware of this and do what it takes to put it right. Okay, well, if we turn the situation around and it's we ourselves who get hurt or puzzled or irritated by something that somebody else does or says, well, we can't blame them. All we can say is that I'm creating this response of irritation or hurt because that's what I'm making it mean. Of course, if we can, we should try and check it out with the other person. Is the impact that I'm creating what they intended? And this is a very radical form of responsibility. It's the hallmark of charisma, or rather ultimate charisma, what we call presence. That is, people who speak the truth, they're genuine, take responsibility and don't play the blame game. Well, such people stand out as beacons in a world of confusion. Actually, the thing is, it's even more complicated than this because, well, you know the old saying, it takes two to tango. And impact is the same. It's co-created, created by both parties, the party speaking and the party listening. People speaking and the people listening. And the listener interprets what it means. Both parties contribute to its meaning. And we come to understand the reciprocal nature of impact. And that leads to the golden rule, where we try to treat others how we want to be treated. And that's why it's so important to make the distinction between what you are responsible for and what you're not. Well, finally, I just want to say a few words about authentic. So imagine here you are, you're going into a cellar and opening a dusty bottle of vintage wine, dark ruby red. We know when it's a great wine, don't we? There's the taste, the color, the bouquet. And similarly, you know when others are being authentic, true to themselves, when they're in alignment with their values and their beliefs, their attitudes, they're being authentic. And this shows up on a computer screen as coherence. And when we're in this state, Others feel good to be in our presence because the heart generates about 2.5 watts of power, and this creates a small but measurable field of energy. And although it's small, it's still hundreds of times more powerful than the very weak field from the brain. Remember we talked about coherence in the last video? It refers to smooth heart rhythms which start to entrain or influence brain waves and other systems. And it comes when we focus on a positive intention. Experiments prove that we can pick up these vibes. That means that we know kind of intuitively when people are authentic because we pick up the small EMF, the electromagnetic field of their coherence. So, awareness at the intentional level functions like intuition or hunch. Like the oracles of ancient Delphi, we're able to pick up what seems to be hidden knowledge. We develop our intuitive awareness of the reciprocal nature of impact and take action to make sure that it's in line with what we intend. And secondly, we can tell when others are authentic because we're able to tune in to the coherence of their energy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that about covers the main points about objective awareness at this level of intention. In the next video, we'll look at subjective or inner awareness. So, thank you for watching and listening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.